Say, Ya Rahman, and you'll understand why your heart is so tired. Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, presented by Ibn Arabi's Legacy. This work has been prepared exclusively for the Ibn Arabi's Legacy channel, for those who seek the depths of their soul, who find calm through words, and who follow the trace of truth that speaks within silence. Please do not copy or share this work without permission. Every word, every breath has been shaped with effort. Reposting it without permission violates moral rights. We kindly ask you to respect that. Say, Ya Rahman, and you'll understand why your heart is so tired. A Journey Through the Garden of Mercy of Ibn Arabi. Some kinds of exhaustion don't disappear with rest, because the human being isn't just in need of rest. He's in need of mercy, and mercy isn't hidden in a soft pillow. It's hidden in a divine call. Haven't you heard that call yet? Look, deep inside your heart, something is still fluttering, like a single drop that refuses to go still. It's searching for one word, one name, and right there, the secret echoes. Ya Rahman. Ibn Arabi says, the name Rahman is the divine name through which everything in existence breathes. Everything begins in mercy, and the root of every mercy is Him. Do you know why you've grown this tired? Because you tried to understand life, but you forgot the source of meaning. Because you wanted to be loved, but you forgot to call the name that gives birth to love. Your tiredness is the echo of being distant from truth, and for that echo to finally fall silent, sometimes only one name is needed. Ya Rahman. Rahman. That a single name can carry this much meaning, that belongs only to Allah, because this name doesn't merely show mercy, it is the name of a power that weaves mercy into the very essence of creation. Ibn Arabi writes in Al-Futuhat al-Makkiyah, Rahman is the first manifestation that flows from the divine essence. It is the light that surrounds existence. Without it, nothing can be clothed in being, meaning to exist. First means to be called into existence by mercy. So, when you walk in this world, it isn't only your body that carries you. What keeps you alive, step by step, is the mark of mercy placed upon you. That's why sometimes you don't collapse at your lowest moment. That's why sometimes you can forgive. That's why some pains can burn inside you, and still they cannot destroy you. Because what holds you isn't just patience. What holds you is the remaining echo of the name Ar-Rahman within you. And the moment you forget that name, life begins to feel like a punishment. You can't smile. Even a small laugh gets stuck in your throat, because every time you cut the connection to the source of mercy, you lose the center of your own being. Ibn Arabi says, every divine name is a direction of Allah, but Rahman is the one name that unites opposites. It is both majesty and beauty. It strikes and it heals, it burns and it restores. That's why many people think Rahman is only gentleness. But Rahman is not only the one who forgives, He is the one who understands. He sees your inner world that even you can't explain. the tears you haven't cried yet, the things you swallowed, the fears you hide behind anger. And he looks at all of it, not with judgment, but with mercy. You ask why your heart is this tired, because for years you've lived without showing mercy to yourself. You wore yourself down. You said, "This is just who I am." You said, "I can't change." But you never said, even once, "Our Rahman loves me, even like this." For years, you were waiting for a voice from the outside, someone to understand you, to hold you, to look at you and say, "You're tired. I see it." But you didn't know that, in the deepest corner of your heart, those words had already been spoken. "My servant, I have not forgotten that you were created from my mercy." Have you? Ibn Arabi says, the name Rahman is not only what brings things into existence, it is what breathes life into them. Because existence was not created merely to be, it was created to be revived by mercy. You tasted so many things in this world, but if you still felt mercy was missing, then what was lacking wasn't the world. What was lacking was a heart that never truly drank from the name Ar-Rahman. The moment a person begins to remember Ar-Rahman, not only the heart is washed, even the past begins to be cleansed. A new space opens inside you for the people you couldn't forgive. A divine touch reaches into the folded pages of unfinished chapters. And in that moment, no therapy, no comfort, no human consolation can heal so quietly, so deeply. Because our Rahman is Allah saying from within you, "I am still loving you, no matter what." Ibn Arabi whispers a secret. The manifestation of our Rahman doesn't descend only onto the human body. It descends into the most hidden corner of the soul. Because Allah shows mercy not only to hearts that are hurting, but also to hearts that are afraid to hurt others. While you blame yourself, while you drown inside a mistake, while no one seems to understand you, a single sentence begins to echo right in the center of your chest. Ya Rahman. And in that moment, it's not the regrets of your past that speak. It's the possibilities of your future. And whenever you whisper that name inside yourself, you don't remember who you've become. You remember the state Allah first created you in, unbroken, unpolluted, formed with a warm mercy. Maybe that's why you're so tired, because what you miss is not yourself. What you miss is the light our Rahman breathed into you at the beginning. You searched for shadows instead of that light, and now those shadows are exhausting you. But one name is enough, like a light that dissolves every darkness. Ya Rahman. Look, every prophet carried the echo of this name on their tongue. It was Ya Rahman that soothed Moses in his fear. It was Ya Rahman that held Abraham in his surrender. It was Ya Rahman that met Jesus in his lonely wilderness. And it was Ya Rahman that healed the mercy-shaped orphanhood of our beloved prophet, Muhammad. Because this name is not just help, it is the name of a power that knows you, the one who knows exactly how much a soul can carry, the one who measured your limits before you ever understood them yourself. That's why you're held before you fall. That's why you're found before you're fully lost. And if you're still here, if you're still reading these words, then know this: the name Rahman has already echoed inside your chest. In Ibn Arabi's understanding, the divine names are not just sounds. They are states of being. When you say Ya Rahman, you're not just saying a word. You're calling the full dimension of divine mercy into your inner world. When you cry with this name, even your tears gain a cleansing power. When you walk with this name, the road itself hesitates to wound you. When you speak with this name, your words become roses, not thorns. Because Rahman is as close as the reason you exist, and as distant as the moment you forgot him. To remember Rahman is not only to remember Allah, it is to remember yourself. When did you stop walking inward? When did you start believing the outside voices were louder than the one within you? And when, despite everything looking fine, did you still carry that hum in your heart? That emptiness, that quiet sense of something missing? That missing piece is what happens when you don't answer Rahman's call. Because Rahman is not only the one who forgives, Rahman is the name that returns you to yourself. In Ibn Arabi's view, every divine name opens a door within the servant, but Rahman is the first light that enters through the door. Even if you know no secrets, even if no remembrance has ever felt warm in your chest, even if your heart feels frozen like stone, say, Ya Rahman just once, and locks you didn't even know were there begin to open silently. You thought mercy was weakness. You believed forgiveness was being powerless. But who taught you that? Was it another person? Was it the anger inside you? Or was it a life that stole your heart away from you? Because Rahman is the name that declares the strongest one is the one who shows the most mercy. And through this name, Allah holds you, not like a father, but like a mother who surrounds you from the womb. Because Rahman and Rahim come from the same root. And Ibn Arabi says, Rahman is the first manifestation of Allah's womb-like mercy. Through this name, the servant feels carried within Allah's Rahim, his merciful embrace. Don't look outside for why life has gotten so heavy. A heart that forgets the name Rahman starts carrying stones inside itself. And over time, those stones turn into silence. They turn into withdrawal. Sometimes they even make a person afraid of their own self. But one voice is always waiting for you, Ya Rahman. Ibn Arabi read the divine names not like dictionary entries, but like maps carved into the spirit of time. To him, Rahman is not only the softening of the heart, it is the rewriting of destiny. Because Allah's mercy is not a fixed point, it is a moving light, and wherever that light touches, it transforms. But first, you have to be ready, because the mercy that arrives with the name Rahman doesn't only soothe pain, it also burns away everything that has torn you away from your true self. That's why this name is both a cool breeze and the cry of a heart saying, I can't live like this anymore. You think you're only calling a divine name, but in truth, you are witnessing Allah saying, be to your existence again. So now, Pause. Silence every sound. Don't listen to yourself. Listen to the voice that created you. That voice says, I loved you enough to feel mercy for you. I saw you deeply enough to forgive you. I wrote you not with your pain, but with my mercy. And the name of that voice is Ya Rahman. This call is not for everyone. It is for that pure version of you that got lost in childhood. The version of you that wasn't afraid to cry when someone truly looked into your eyes. The version of you that finally lets go and sobs the moment it feels understood. That call is being made to you, and you don't say Rahman with sound alone. You say it by tearing down every wall inside your heart. Because Allah, being Rahman, is the reason He never abandoned you, even through all your hardships. Ya Rahman, I'm tired. But my tiredness isn't in my body. It's in my prayer that couldn't reach you. Don't think you don't know how many nights I stayed silent, how many mornings I smiled while I was breaking inside. You are the quiet power that stood behind me in every fall. I forgot not only you, I even forgot the version of me that your mercy once surrounded. Ya Rahman, I feel ashamed when I turn back to you, because you forgave me and I fell apart again. You loved me, and I forgot again. And yet I still know this. Your mercy reaches even the forgetful, because your mercy is endless. And I am weak. I am speechless. Ya Rahman, increase whatever brings me closer to you. Erase whatever pulls me away from you. Take my heart out of stone. Place my childhood back inside it. That fearless, pure, clean version of me. So I can say again, I'm here, my Allah. Ya Rahman. Tonight, let what puts me to sleep not be my exhaustion, but your mercy. And let what opens my eyes at dawn not be the sun, but your forgiveness. I came with pains I couldn't tell anyone, and you are witness to hopes I couldn't even speak out loud. So now I say it only to you, Ya Rahman. Rewrite me with your mercy.